Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Did I just hear you say that you offered to come and sit with members of the majority in the last Congress?
That's correct.
You did?
Yes.
And did you ever do that?
Yes.
With who?
Mr. Moskowitz, Ms. Porter.
Mr. Moskowitz was not in Congress last Congress.
I'm talking about this Congress.
I said last Congress. You said last Congress. He asked you, last Congress, did you ever meet with the majority, Chairman Thompson, Chairman Maloney, anyone?
I did meet with Chairman Thompson, did not meet with Chairwoman Maloney.
Okay. On August 1st, 2022, former Chairwoman Maloney and former Chairman Mr. Thompson from the Homeland Security Committee requested that you provide all communications and documents related to your office's decision not to pursue missing Secret Service text messages related to the January 6th insurrection. Did you ever provide that information to those committee chairmen?
I did in an August 23, 2022 letter to both Chairwoman Maloney and to Chairman Thompson.
You wrote a letter. Did you provide all the communications and documents related to your decision?
I provided information that was requested and not particular documents.
Okay. Well, let's the record show that you did not actually provide the requested information. Did you, were your Deputy Inspector General and your Chief of Staff requested to have transcribed interviews last August or last Congress as well?
Yes.
And did you allow them to undergo these transcribed interviews?
Because of ongoing investigations, I did not permit them to be interviewed by this body.
So you just blanketly refused to permit them, even though they could, of course, come in here and say that they can't answer specific questions related to ongoing investigations?
That's correct.
Okay. You know, I find it remarkable that we are having this hearing, you know, with someone with a very clear vendetta and politicized approach to the job of an independent inspector general. If the point of your report and the point of this hearing is, as my colleague from Texas just said, because we have a problem at the border, we can all agree. And if the morale is down because there are not enough agents and officers at the border, we can all agree. The sad reality is that my colleagues on the majority have no interest in any meaningful immigration reform. They would prefer to hold hearing like this, and we have many of them in the Homeland Security Committee where they can talk about the problems, they can accuse the Biden administration of make false allegations about all of their terrible policies, and yet they don't want to actually do anything. We need more, would you agree we need more immigration judges to decide asylum cases, Mr. Cuffari?
That would be a decision that would rest with the Justice Department, who has
That's not my question. Do you think it would help things at the border if we had more immigration judges to decide asylum claims faster?
More people will certainly help across the entire network.
That's right. And, you know, I heard it gets tiresome to continue to have these conversations. There is a tremendous migration issue in Central America. There are 2.4 million Venezuelans in Colombia. This is not particular to the United States. This is a problem that congressional effort and oversight and legislation needs to correct, yet we are not doing that. And when you hear my colleagues on the other side of the aisle talk about all the problems with fentanyl and with gotaways and with smuggling, you know what they don't ever talk about? They don't ever talk about the tremendous exportation of American-made guns to Mexican cartels that give them the power and authority to control the fentanyl trafficking into this country. My colleague from Texas just listed a whole litany of things that are the problems we're having at the border and never mentions guns. H.R. 2, Mr. Perry, was a immigration border security bill. It doesn't mention guns. It doesn't mention gun trafficking. It doesn't mention guns going from America to Mexico. If you want to talk about immigration reform and you want to fix at the border, come talk to us. Let's be real about how we can actually fix the border. I yield back.
Mr. Biggs. Thanks.